spot, you can still access that. And, as long as the shelving's on there, you will work on it. More of a family room layout. Holy.
What? What? There's a little fan in there.
Ooh, I like it.
Baby, this is the master right here.
Could be.
I mean, this is a huge room.
What does your brother pay in rent?
He pays me $400 a month.
I'm gonna charge him $700 and put him down here.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, this is seriously a studio apartment, pretty much.
good sized closet.
By the way, I hope your brother doesn't watch that and go, that guy's a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably rent this for, well, if you put in a little kitchenette, you could probably rent it for about $600-700.
I imagine that if it was zoned properly, because of the size of this cutout, you could even, well, I don't know what's happening in the foundation, but you might be able to make this a walk-in and put a second
I know there's a lot of
entrance.
slope on this side that goes down. And also, like, if both parties had access through the garage, you could have someone, park in the garage and walk in that way.
That would make sense too. This room's at least 20. This room's like 20 feet long.
Yeah, 21 by 13.
Wow. Yeah, that's big. I mean, this is a good sized studio.
Yeah, real nice. And you have a great projection screen TV right on this wall. That'd be cool.
So, looking at this,
Yeah.
since this is all finished, it would be a lot more difficult to run HVAC.
Well, actually, the ceiling height is high enough here that I think you really can do it.
Okay,
The
if you had to
ceiling height is
bulkhead it,
really
you might have to
proud
bulkhead it or
of
something.
Yeah, you would do it in such a way that you're running as much of the ductwork as you can up against the outside of the wall, so it's creating a soffit, and maybe you still have the full height here. Or
Gotcha.
maybe half of the room, over here has a little bit lower ceiling, maybe 1 foot lower. And over here you might have a soffit, but the remainder of the space has the high ceiling. Obviously in the garage there's ample space there, so I don't think it would be that hard. The problem is that a furnace will cost you about $3,600, including the gas line for a house on this side. But the ductwork can cost that much as well. And then you've got sheetrock around it, so that, really...
Eventually I'd like to have gas though, because
Sure.
you could put that in the kitchen, you could
Oh, yeah.
do that for a fireplace.
If you pay for the gas furnace, they'll Northwest Natural will help pay for the expense of the
Running the line from the street.
Yeah, running the line.
Okay. So,
I mean,
seven
put
to,
the gas out there.
so something like 7 to 10 probably to run the whole thing.
$10,000. If you shop around, you could get it done.
Okay.
And another thing to consider, I mean, if you're doing sheetrock work around what you do install, you could open up the sheetrock that's here and run it the opposite direction, because the joists are all running one direction, and you can push your duct up into those joists. And then, you only have the set running across here, and everything's running within the joist bay itself.
I love this toilet cover with the dolphins. The problem is,
The rim rate just went up.
yeah, well, this actually would be a great unit for, a brother or a family member then to stay for a while, or as a rental, because it's pretty much all inclusive.
Yeah, it's got almost everything you need. If you wanted to have a kitchen, that'd be a great spot to put one, because the plumbing is right there,
And we were looking at IKEA, and you can do a really basic. If you don't do an oven, they had like a set of cabinets and a microwave and a little vessel, and then cabinets up top, and it was under $1,000.
It's amazing.
I mean, I don't know what the plumbing would cost to get that all in there, but
Yeah.
oh, and it had with a little fridge as well.
See, and your plumbing is right here,
Yeah.
The drain line and hot and cold right here. So you can put your fridge here, you know, because this is a bigger wall.
Yeah.
Put your sink right in the middle and maybe a dishwasher and a stove, you know.
Ooh, give them a
You have
dishwasher.
to have a little electrical.
Yeah.
Extra electrical.
All right. Well, you're going to be popping that wall open anyway, so
Yeah.
running electrical shouldn't be
The
that
good news
difficult.
is you don't have to be real neat with the patchwork because you're going to have cabinetry and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get a constellation on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, if we shut that off, we probably could see the.
Yeah. I used to have those.
Yeah. So, have you seen any deficiencies thus far that would cause
I
that?
think your point about trim is a valid one. You know, it's a little thin on the trim. Like on the baseboards here, they're just, you know, really small,
Hmm.
a little banged up. You could paint them, which would clean them up nicely.
Well, they put new carpet, so they just reinstalled the old baseboards where they could have
Right,
spent $150 and bought a bunch of new.
right. And so I think it'd be nice to spend some money there. That would be a big improvement. I think, you know, it'd be nice to splash a little color around this place. Is terminally white.
Yeah.
And
Maybe figure out a way to get some more light.
this is something
Up in
some
here.
people are really into.
I'm not a huge fan of the rock work, but I think you can pop that off.
You can pop it off and put like tile over the top or
I think
you know,
it looks
marble.
nice, the white,
Just paint it out.
Wood?
man.
White mantle? Yeah. I mean, I think that if you did like a tan color or a light terracotta in here and then you did all white trim,
It'd be nice to have a couple of windows on this wall, you know, just got this great view that direction too.
yeah.
But this is where the refrigerator is roughly, and so you could have a bar here and just have a beam over to that wall, and this would be
Just do a cutout for a pass through?
yeah. Well,
Or would you do
I
a
would
whole?
create a bar here, you know, have it go to here, and then leave this as a column and have a beam up top.
Mhm.
But that would be so easy to do, and would really give it a lot of bang for the buck when you walk through the door.
Yeah. Well, instead of walking in and seeing that
It feels a little bit
solid
like-
wall.
Yeah.
Although still, you know, I like how open it is. You can see to the backyard from the front door, which is nice.
Yeah.
So if you're entertaining in the in the backyard or on that back porch.
Table in here,
Mhm.
if you need to open one up.
Well, and if you really need to pull it out, you
Yeah.
can run it diagonally.
Yeah.
You could even do a fancy hood that hangs down off the ceiling here,
Yeah.
and so when you're looking through that opening, you see this nice span.
Yeah.
Really good, a nice touch.
So this was just
But
a little.
there's no reason why you couldn't move it now from what I.
Well, other than that financing requirement.
Yeah, I think that may be an oversight. Looks like nice to see, you know, the concrete goes up the wall a little bit, so there's no earth to wood contact or moisture. Nice to see that.
And they have two windows into that basement, it looked like. That is the world's largest egress.
Really is.
Like there's lawn growing in there.
So you're gonna have a really little anymore for that. And you could almost do the stairs down, you know, next to those stairs, or maybe have come over and then stairs down and create your entrance you were talking about there.
Yeah,
And
you
use
know.
that chimney as like a roof cover
for a porch or something
for a
almost.
little entry there. Yeah. There'd be a lot of digging, but you could do it. Not a bad place. Wow, look at the sky. It's got purple, pink.
Yeah. It's a big lot too.
Yeah, I sold a house near here for like $5.
Yeah, if you go just up that street, like depending on which street you go up, the housing quality changes significantly. If you go this way, they get up into what look like 3s and 4s, and if you go this way, they seem to drop a little bit. You get more into the multi-family.
Mm-hmm.